How we doing, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of FSI's PGA DFS picks. I am your host, TK Nation 47, bringing you some Valspar Championship weekend plays. It's been a fun 2 rounds so far. Keegan Bradley and Sam Burns are tied up top. We've seen some really low scores here at the Valspar, which is a very odd change of pace than how it would be normally over the years with a really tough course. It seems to be playing a lot easier this year. I'm not sure as to why we're seeing the record numbers that we were seeing. But, it's made for some really fantastic golf, and I think some of that will likely continue. But I do think Sunday will have a little bit of uptick in wind, which might level out some scoring. So we're going to take some shots on guys that are playing really well, tee to green, and ball striking and on the approach, and we'll let the lineups kind of speak for themselves as we go here. We'll break down some tiers. Let's go with up top here in the 10K range. I do like JT. He is 8.3 tee to green right now, which is unbelievable, but he only has to show for a 44th place in the leaderboard. I think a lot of that is derived from losing 6.2 strokes putting, just not getting anything going with the putter. But if JT can find any magic with that putter, he's going to have a massive round, and that's kind of what we want here in a showdown format. I think that makes for a very, very good GPP play. I think Sungjae Im is your pretty consistent cash play here in this 10K range. 5.9 tee to green. He's gaining 2.1 on the approach, not losing strokes on any facet of his game right now, sitting fifth. Certainly in the hunt to win this tournament this weekend. I think Sungjae makes for a very good cash play at the top. 9K, I do like DJ. I'm going to gravitate towards his name quite often this weekend. Given the low price tag, typically a guy we'll see in the high tens, he's not playing all that bad. I think he's got 3.8 on strokes gained ball striking. The putter seems to be doing okay, so it's good to see the irons are coming back for him, and it could make for a good storm. I think JT, and then this next guy, Kokrak, would probably be a good pairing, and you could get some low ownership with JT, and then you could, go with your chalky option in Kokrak, and then you could go with someone like M and DJ, and then you'll get some lower ownership on DJ compared to Kokrak. So you could play the strategy like that up top. I do think Kokrak is going to be a solid play regardless. 4.2 ball striking, 3.7 tee to green, sitting in 11th, going to continue to climb up the leaderboard. Hopefully he can bring it home for my one and done. He is definitely in desperate need of a win. Joaquin Niemann, I also think, is a decent GPP play. 3.9 tee to green. He's been playing pretty well. 8K, we have Kevin Na. He's sitting in 6th, I believe. 3.2 around the green. Certainly doing it a different way other than the ball striking. Scoring on his par 5s, and he's putting pretty well. So that's just typically a good Kevin Na formula. I think he's going to continue his weekend charge. Charlie Hoffman and Keegan Bradley will finish out my 8K plays. Charlie Hoffman playing absurdly well lately, 5.8 tee to green. It's trending into the direction of where I think Charlie Hoffman is going to be back in the winner's circle, which I would absolutely love. Charlie Hoffman, a pretty good golfer, and friend of the show. I'm always playing Charlie Hoffman. Keegan Bradley is probably the biggest, I wouldn't say surprise, but the most surprising part of Keegan's game right now, because the 8.3 tee to green tying with JT is that instead of JT losing 6 strokes, Keegan's gained 3.7 with his putter, which is not typical. So they've kind of flip-flopped here, where you would expect JT to be sitting in first with the plus putting statistics, and Keegan would be sitting there with -6 strokes putting and 44th. But here we are, and it's certainly a play that I'm going to continue to play. I don't think there's any reason not to. 7K, you have Sam Burns. Had an amazing 8 under round today, 5.9 tee to green. But he is gaining a lot of strokes with the putter, and I'm going to try to take a shot in the dark here. GBP fade on Sam Burns tomorrow, seeing maybe if the putter can regress. If the putter regresses, maybe the ball striking doesn't carry him over the top, but he is striking the ball pretty well, so this is just going to be kind of a gut instinct here that Sam Burns doesn't replicate that 8 under score he posted today. I have more interest in Lucas Glover, 5.1 around the green. I think he's going to be a major part of my lineups tomorrow. 6.5 tee to green. He's playing extremely well. He's been trending in the right direction. He was playing a bunch in classic lineups, so I'm going to continue to play him into the weekend as well. Tyler Duncan kind of going to be and Patrick Perez are going to be my GBP plays here, and the bottom 7K range. You kind of have to play some wild cards in this range, and I like their ball striking statistics. T Dunks 2.7 on the approach, and Pat Perez 3.6 on the approach. Two guys, maybe they can make a low run, a low charge at that leaderboard. So I like those two for GBPs, and then 6K. I'll just rattle off some of my favorite names here. Henrik Norlander, Matthew Neesmith, Scott Stallings, and Michael Gilgick. Canadians do play pretty well here, and Gilgick is a Canadian. Random shot in the dark down in the 6K range. I think it'll pay off for us. All right, guys, that'll do it. Please like and subscribe to the videos. Comment below if you have any questions, and if you want to find us in the Discord channel for the core lineups and player pool, just any kind of chat you need to help filling out your rosters this weekend. You can find that link in our Twitter, in our bio on our Twitter handle at FSI_DFS. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy your Saturday, and good luck in your contest.